Welcome to Dodger Stadium. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team at home runs and runs batted in, Mookie Betts.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
Just about set to go now. And today's starter, Tyler Glasnow.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Here's a Mets lineup now. Batting second, a really important guy for them, Jeff McNeil.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Jeff McNeil stands in now and watches strike one. A little out front there as he swings through it.
No ball, 2 strikes.
One down, base is empty. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike 3, but when you're pumping high 90s, you'll get away with some of those. More margin for error. The fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Check swing, no appeal.
Here's a batter who, for whatever reasons, plays better on the road, and that should help him here today. Good fastball going early until they show they can make some good contact. You keep on throwing the pitch.
Popped up. Betts settles underneath it. Brings it in. And that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and taking the ball for the Mets, Jose Butto.
Well, just a 3-pitch mix in his arsenal, which, it's not a lot for a starter. So always very important for him to have a good feel and command all 3. Sometimes you can make that 3 look like 4 if you add or subtract a little bit of velocity on one. But, one thing about it, it can be easy to get too predictable out there on the mound. So hitters are aware of that. Mixing those 3 pitches at all counts is going to be a big key for him in this one.
No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. Time to check out the Dodgers lineup. At the very bottom, hitting 9th, Teoscar Hernandez.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
Fires over to first. Now 2 out.
Center fielder, number 23.
2 outs, base is empty. Allen Big Daddy steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. Swinging a foul straight back. Kicks and fires. There's a swing and a drive. Bader going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Dodgers are turned away their first time around. Inning number 2 from L.A. coming up on the show. 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Pete Alonso. The pitch. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso. There's the strike.
Got some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
Eric Summersgill with home plate duty in this one. Kind of known for being generous with the corners, Chris.
You know, I think that used to be a lot bigger deal in past eras where pitchers were working more in and out with their pitches. But, yeah, we'll see if those corners come into play in this one. Hey, no pitcher's going to argue at all.
Got him. 1 out in second.
Well, they get the strikeout there, and what kind of stood out to me was that they weren't shying away from contact. Every single pitch was in the strike zone, and that tells me they wanted to attack him, and it paid off.
Here's Francisco Lindor. And first offering is fouled off. Lindor, multi-time All-Star, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Outman pulls it in on the run.
The catcher, number 4.
2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
Just a bit tardy there. Not sure if he had a hard time picking it up out of the hand or if he was sitting off speed.
2 outs. This one in the air, right field. Sizes this one up. He makes the grab, and that is that. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second, here come the Dodgers. No score. And now here's the veteran DH, Shohei Ohtani. Uto back to work. Ball 1 there. Late on that fastball.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swings and chases a low one there.
The hitter early and off balance on that swing. If I'm the pitcher, I'm taking a little bit more off, see if you can get him to chase something in the dirt.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. The wind of the pitch. Stays alive.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
And that one hit to first, and he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score.
Pretty much gifted a leadoff base runner right there, and as an offense, this is where you really want to take advantage. Apply some pressure this inning, make that error hurt.
Here's Mookie Betts now. Shohei on the go. Strike in there. Low throw, and he can't take it out.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Bottom half of inning number 2. Outside, and it's 1-1. Fastball for a strike. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. And Betts is gone.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Here's Muncy to hit. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Now he steps off as the runner breaks for the plate. Out at the plate. He's out trying to steal home. Two outs, base is empty. And a foul ball. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. We'll move to the third with no score. Top half of the third inning. Ronnie Mauricio now. Glass now back to work. To the right side. Lux. Over to first. And one away in the top of the third.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
And now Bader up to the plate. Pitch is in there. That's strike one.
He doesn't get a knock right here. That pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
One down, base is empty. Got him. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And now here is Brett Beatty. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. And the pitch. This to third. Muncy sends it across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. 9 straight retired here to start the game. We're tied 0-0. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. The batter now will be Will Smith. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. And he deals. And a foul ball. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
And next for L.A., James Outman. Ground ball up the middle. McNeil gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The right fielder.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. Out to short. Lindor tosses to first, and Hernandez is out. And the Dodgers are set down in order. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. Still no score. As we go to the top of the fourth. And now the right fielder, Starling Marte. And a pitch. And that one wrapped foul. Offering is in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Righty to the plate. Foul ball, still 0-2. Hit in the air, center field. That gets down for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Sneaks through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Nimmo in the box now. Takes strike one.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
All tied up. You're in game one of this three-game set. Field two. Bounce to the right side, and he handles it himself for the out. Goes to second. Safe there. And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. Scoreless here, but now he's got to deal with a guy who's got some power. Got to be careful when you're talking about a hitter with this type of slug and these type of home run totals. To third. Muncy sends it to first. And that takes care of Alonso.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Ball one, no strikes. Swings through that one. Marte at third. McNeil on at second with 2 down. This one in the air. Muncy under it. Brings it in. And that's the third out. 2 left for the Mets. And we're still knotted at 0. Back here in L.A., bottom of the fourth, Freddie Freeman up to the dish. A wind in the pitch. Freeman hits it in the air. Nimmo has it sized up. Makes the catch for the out. And now it's Gavin Lux. 0 for 1 so far. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And a couple of quick outs. Allen Big Daddy steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Kind of a throwback. No batting gloves.
Swing and a miss. 0-1.
Over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Dodgers down in order, and we are still scoreless. Back here at Chavez Ravine. Top 5, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton. And leading it off, Francisco Alvarez. The pitch. Foul ball there.
Well, these Mets, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Ripped to short. The throw to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Ronnie Mauricio up now for the Mets. That one's in there, 0-1. That's to third, Muncy. And that quickly, 2 away. Here's the center fielder, Harrison Bader. Struck out looking his first time. There's a strike. Bader, a former Gold Glove winner, 29 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2015. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. Mets go down quickly. Halfway through this one. Still no score. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Shohei Ohtani. As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm delivers. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
You know, these Dodgers just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And that one's gone. And this place is rocking. Home run number 5 on the season, and they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
Shohei leaves his mark on every game he plays, and he's done it again with the home run. It's like he's playing wiffle ball up there, and that's typically not the easiest way to hit a home run. To the slight opposite field, into the gap. Man, making it look easy, that's for sure.
Here's Mookie Betts. He's 0 for 1. Fought off foul. Turns and fires to Betts. That one fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. Last half of inning number 5. And he chases that one. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Here's Max Muncy. That funky Muncy. Ground ball, Alonso. Steps on first for the out. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And he grounds one to the right side. Boots it. And that extends the inning. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
0-1.
And the righty deals. Up and in, ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 outs. Ripped on the ground to second, and the inning is over. So the Dodgers strike first on the solo jack. It's now 1-0. This is Dodgers baseball on the show, LA. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the third baseman, Brett Beatty.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Glass now, ready deals. And that one fouled off. 0-2 now. Struck him out looking.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Here's Starling Marte. And right back to the mound. Throws to first. Marte retired.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Jeff McNeil stands in. Out there to center. Big Daddy should have this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Mets nothing. Bottom of the 6th, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Teoscar Hernandez.
Teoscar Hernandez.
Buto back to work. And a foul ball. Kicks and deals. Swings over the top of that one.
0-2.
This to third. Beatty to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
So the batting order turns over. Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Lux in the box again. Takes the strike. Next offering is down low. Freeman, the base runner at first with one out. Right through there for a strike. And there's a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Double play ball to second. Flips it for one, and that's all they'll get. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. Smash to the left side. They get the force, and that's the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, but they lead it 1-0. And we're back. And here is Brandon Nimmo. The pitch. And that's in there at the knees.
Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Got him. One out. A key out to start the 7th. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. But you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And the 0-2. Got it by him for the play.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. I'll tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Ground ball right side. Throw sails over his head at first.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Throw gets by him at second. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down. Now a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Mauricio in the box now. Takes strike 1. And that one fouled off. Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. And there's a ball.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Righty delivers. And a swing and a miss. Inning over. That's a crucial missed opportunity.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the 7th, Mookie Betts will get us started.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
And the right-hander back to work. And a foul ball. The wind of the pitch. Betts chasing that time. Movement in the bullpen. Jake Diekman up and loosening in the pen. Lopez, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Bounce to the left side. Slings it across, and Betts is set down.
The third baseman, number 13, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns. He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
Kicks and fires. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's going to be Will Smith. 1 for 2. Struck left field. That'll make it out of here. He jacks that one out to left. It's his 6th home run of the season, and they add to their lead. It's 2-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. Came out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball and through it, and it went a long way.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Jose Butto won't go any further, and they trail as he exits, but he new arm out of the bullpen, Joey Lucchesi.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Base is empty with 2 away. James Outman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. In the air to left down the line. And that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. This one in the air center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And it's 2-zip Dodgers. You're dialed into the show. Back here in L.A., ready to begin the eighth. And stepping in for New York, Harrison Bader. The right-hander back to work. And a foul ball. At the belt and fires. Got him. And one out now.
Look, I wouldn't know personally unless you're going to consider my little league exploits, but it's got to feel good to break off a curveball like that and completely lock a hitter up, especially on the front door. Listen, I've been on the receiving side of that. It's not a good feeling, but that's really good pitching right there.
Foul ball.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
And he makes the catch. And a couple of quick outs. Starling Marte up to hit. 1 for 3. There's the strike at the knees.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Mets. They trail things here 2-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Lucchesi, a tall lefty, 30 years old now, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2016. And first offering is fouled off. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. The punch out there. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Freddie Freeman will hit next. And first offering is fouled off. And now the lefty. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think you'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
And now Gavin Lux. First pitch misses. Freeman at first, one gone. And that's a strike.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the pitch.
82.
And they'll do it again. Here comes a pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And here it comes. That one missed.
2-2 count.
Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. He's safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. And now the center fielder, Alan Big Daddy. Siggy, he's got a history of coming. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone.
These fans don't like to see that because they showed up to watch him swing the bat. But this team does not want to let him beat him.
First and second, 2 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Ball outside. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's going to be Jeff McNeil. The pitch. Fought off foul. Fly ball to right. Hernandez under it. And there's one down. Here's Brandon Nimmo. That one pushed to the left and foul. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Alonso swings through it for strike 1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Outfield grabs it on the run.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So last chance for the Mets. And now it's Frankie Lindor. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Hernandez drop step going back. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers get a shutout on the mound.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
2-0 your final here in this one. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.